Okay, everybody. Let me just make sure my sound is down. It was up a little bit high. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. How you doing, Janine? How's it
I'm
going?
do- I'm doing very, very good. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we're in this place. We've
I
moved forward.
know.
There's so many things that have changed. So I'm going to do an introduction. There's some people out there that may or may not know you.
Yeah.
And they can get to know you, and we'll talk a little bit more where they can find you, and we'll just move forward with this. It's an interview of Kristen Leigh. Thank you for being here on Ripples of Waves, and this ripple here is one that it goes back about, I'd say, 5 years. I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing 5 years or so, with myself and Kristen Leigh. So
Yeah.
Kristen Leigh is a prominent tarot reader, medium, spiritual therapist, and a life coach who has built a successful online career primarily through social media and
Mm-hmm.
video platforms. She operates under the brand Arcana Shores. And let's see here. Her content blends tarot reading, crystal ball insights, mediumships, global world predictions, and personal guidance and spiritual topics, often with a focus on current events, financing, for example, the gold and the silver and the crypto. She's very good at that. She's way ahead of me on all of that. And of course, intuitive counseling. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see again. I always get that mixed up in my head. Arcana Shores. It's
Yes.
Ripple, and so I just wanted to let you guys know that she does post frequently live streams. She does tarot forecast. She's out on Instagram too. If you haven't followed her out on Instagram, she does have a website, which is arcanashores.net, for booking personal readings, live coaching, and so much more. I saw that you also sell things out there too.
Oh,
Um, so let me just give you a little bit more about her background and her style, and then she's going to bring us up to speed about what she's doing. If you follow her, just give her a thumbs up. If you are from her channel and you jumped over here, I want to say thank you so much. Very honored to have anyone who is here from her channel. So Kristen has integrated tarot with therapeutic elements. Some basically, she uses more of her intuitions than she uses more of her tools. And she's gotten, of course, just like with time, with everything, it's like a good wine. It just tastes better and better all the time. And she talks, they're always talking about the timely current events, the topics, political figures out there, and of course the forecasts. And she does have guests come on to her show. Now I'm going to have to ask you some of these questions. The first one comes to mind is,
mm-hmm.
how long have you had your channel, Kristen? Welcome.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, I love being here again. So, 2021, I started just to. I was just kind of getting into tarot, and I'm like, I want to do some love readings and stuff because I had a favorite reader, a male reader. You guys probably know him, Rich Locke. So he really inspired me, and I'm like, because he would inspire his people. If you really want to start a channel and do tarot, just jump in and just do it. So I did it, and I'm like, all right, I'm not really ready. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but let's see how it goes. But my brother Jason, that a lot of you that know me know him. So I would do readings for him, at home, and he's like, "How do you know that?" Like all these things I would lead on with and tell him, "Well, this is what I'm thinking. This is what's coming through." And he built my confidence because he believed in me. And then I was like playing with the computer, put it away. I didn't want to start at first in 2021. So it took a few months later. Then I tried it again, pushed myself because I didn't like the camera at first. I had to get comfortable. But it took months to even get like 1,000 followers. But Janine, you actually found me before a lot of others found me, and you did my first initial interview on your other
Oh,
channel.
I was told by Destin Deplorable. She says you have to check her out. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Everyone, at that time, there's only very few
Yeah.
channels that were popping up. And then she came back and she goes, no, you really got to check this one out. I'm like, okay. And I watch her. At first, I hope this is a compliment to you, but I thought she's kind of reminds me of Dolly Parton. Your
Yeah.
hair was down a lot, and
Mhm.
just very sweet, right? And that's what I thought. But then I don't know. I think you came into being your own after a while, and we had
Mhm.
so much fun.
We
Um,
did.
we were just I don't know. We were just letting loose, and you and your brother were fantastic on
Yes,
your
yeah.
channel.
He came on the scene. So he came on the scene, and then another channel found us too, and like then more followers. So it just kind of built itself, but it was meant to be because it all fell into place. But
Hmm.
Jason, oh my gosh, just his personality is just you can't not love him, and if you don't, then you have a problem. you know, like he's
His famous saying was, "Give it to me straight,
Give
Kristen." Right?
it to us
And
straight. And
and,
you
and
know, yeah, and the whole awakening, like I was awakened in 2020, like through this stuff. And my mom, she actually found you first before I was ever into YouTube. But she's like, you gotta watch Janine's channel because she would watch you all the time. And
oh
so that was before I even got on. But during the awakening, you helped tremendously with that because then I did start listening to you before I ever met you. And that helped us awaken. And then so me and Jason were kind of breaking down stuff. And our show
yeah,
became such a hit. And that was the first Arcana Shores channel. And then it got deleted by someone that was jealous. But it really took off. It was a beautiful show. He says I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He is going to return. Doesn't know exactly when, but he will return. But yeah, that those were great times. And so now I have a second channel, Arcana Shores, and it has rebuilt itself. And a lot of them are here in the chat. I see. So welcome everyone. But yeah, it's just been a beautiful journey of growth and
yeah,
also the intuition and just how things are coming forward, and then the decoding of all these current events that are now, are we were conspiracy theorists, attacked about that, but all of us here watching, but now we're seeing it all unfold. So it was definitely not a waste of energy,
yeah.
you
It
know.
wasn't a waste. And not only that, Kristen, I will have to say, so many people that are more closer to my age are just like, let's just get this over with. I just, but we can't. We really can't because we don't, there's so much more to the story. Even though I want it over with too, it just seems like so much chaos within the last couple of years. But even when we look back, we just everybody wanted it over with. But I'm kind of glad it's not because there's a lot more that has unfolded from like say 2 years ago, four
Yeah.
years ago. People were speculating a lot. Not that they were wrong. Maybe they had a little bit of information, but now we can see how it unfolds. Or maybe there were chess plays moved, and then they had to do some other stuff. But so now here we are. What is the date today? We are February 13th, 2026. Oh my goodness! And happy Friday to everybody out there. Wishing you all the best in the world. And so here we are. So right now, you're still doing financial readings on
Yeah.
live.
Mhm.
Your shows are in the morning still. Is that correct?
Well, I've actually changed things up. I used to be on every single morning. So now just Thursday mornings and then Monday night. So I'm giving a little bit more variety for different time zones and people that get off work, and so it's hard to make every morning for a lot of people. So I had to really cut down and just do about 2 shows a week for now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a channel that was called Turn the Page, and I
Mhm.
exhausted it. I gotten it to the point where I had to close the book, right? It had to have a new chapter, so I opened up this channel. But where I'm going with my next question is that I decided to start living life, right? And I know that like some of my previous co-hosts had to do that also. Destined Deplorable. I adore her. I'm still
Yeah.
always asking her all the time to come back just to do one show here and there. But I needed to get back to my family, to my husband, to my life, find myself. I think we all had put the energy out there for a purpose and a very good reason of a purpose. And it always starts at ground zero with the children. But one
Mhm.
of the reasons why I wanted to talk with you today, Kristen, is what is going on in your life right now?
A lot of things. Yeah, on a personal note, yeah. I mean, I'm getting married in May to a sweetheart, a friend that's been he's been a friend since 2023. We've been on one date in 2023. It was in the summer at the beach. We were actually standing in the ocean, just talking about all this stuff, reptilians, and I'm thinking like, this is good. He's awake. I like this. I like this guy, you know. But talking about everything, clones, reptilians, all the stuff. JFK Jr., Trump. He loves Trump, so we hit it off. But I told him that I wanted to concentrate on work. So even though we had a beautiful date that time, I kind of pushed him away. So about a year later, we crossed paths again, and it was a little bit better of a time for me to start dating. I made more time for personal life and my work, because running a channel, a lot of people don't understand that it's a lot of work, time consuming. There's so many things you have to do, plan, research, the readings every day.
And
So
just
the
put the
first,
pieces
yeah,
together so that it makes sense, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
in the beginning, we all just winged it so much, and or it was I loved what I was doing, and when I stopped doing that, is I was
mhm,
interviewing everybody out there who had a channel, and I enjoyed that. It kind of took me away from kind of learning stuff, but it also gave me the perspective of using my intuition. Is this person
yeah,
giving the full story? Is this person kind of turning it? Those are the type of things. But it just when my channel kind of came to an end there, I wanted to create a new one, something fresh. Ripples of waves is just basically what it is. You throw a rock in the pond, and
yep,
it's how it goes out to all different types of people and the energy behind it. But then I'm like, it's just me. This
mhm,
is just me, and I've been tap dancing probably for over a year now. And I thought, oh, it would be wonderful to have you back on here and a few other people that I interview from time to
yes,
time. But I think too much of anything is not a good thing. And it sounds like what you're saying to us is that you balanced out your life. You brought from all work and no play to you
right,
brought in the play, you brought in romance, you have a wonderful man in your life now.
yes,
Um, and so I am so happy for you, and
mhm,
really, and it was fun while it lasted, but now we have to go
yeah.
on to the next journey.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, and that's exactly it. And that's something I think a lot of you out there could probably resonate with your work life, probably children, whatnot, chaos at home. And maybe you don't have like a partnership, but you want one. You just have to kind of balance it. And it's a lot to juggle, but you just have to balance it, make time for yourself. It's so important. We have to do that, self love. So I had to learn that. I had to learn that it's not all work. I am a Capricorn and love to work, but you can't just do that all the time and not have any, like, freedom to kind of be a kid again. Like being with Brian, my fiance, he brings out the kid in me, the little girl that's still in me. And he's an Aries, so they're very childlike when they're goofy, you know. So it's a beautiful balance there.
Yeah, and so Aries is things are going to be moving into Aries real soon. I
Hmm.
think after today. So, and hopefully things will be moving out of my Pisces because
Yeah,
I'm tired. I'm tired of what I've been going through. I think I've got one more year to get through it. Whatever. I want to enjoy my retirement age in time, and I am. I got to tell you, even though people may not know or even feel things that have been so subtle with the energies, and whether you want to call it astrology or just whatever you want to call it out there, of the
right.
energies that are changing, I know that I have changed quite a bit. And I know that I'm at peace with myself a lot more. I think I was, I brought some energy from corporate. It took a long time to
Oh,
remove
yeah.
that. And now I do appreciate everything. And I just will take a moment. It may sound silly, but I actually take a moment and say, God, I have everything really perfect in my life right now.
Mm.
And Kristen, I hate to say this, but I'm always afraid that when everything feels just right, what's gonna happen
What,
next?
yeah, wait, there's a catch. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're so used to that though. you know,
Yeah.
because of everything, the systems that we're used to, just just how it's been. But I think because it is, Pisces is shifting out of that illusion state. We were all under an illusion. It doesn't matter your sign. We were all under that because of where Pisces was placed at that time for so
Yeah.
many years. But now we're going to have clarity. And I feel like we're already starting to see that. And that clarity begins with yourself. And I think that's kind of what happened here with both of us, is that we were hit with authenticity, like it was a snap, like we just snapped right back into, wait a second, I think I want to shift and have a brand new energy of
Yeah.
that's more like me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it is for everybody out there that's actually listening, and
Mhm.
that you're all going to come in to your own self, your own skin, and you're going to feel much better about it. And people are like, oh, and there's going to be a lot of fear porn still out there. There is about the silver right now and stuff like that. But the way that I look at it is, I bought my silver, I think, back in 2020 or 2021. It's been
Mhm.
sitting there. It'll continue to sit there,
Yep.
and I've had faith for whatever's going to happen, right? Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be.
Yeah.
And that's basically, I think that if we saw it go up to 120, we're going to possibly even see it go much, much higher than that.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And I feel like I mean, I feel like that my prediction is 300 by spring. I really think that it's going to really jump. I feel that, and I don't know exact dates because spirit does not communicate with dates. But I can tell you that it's going to jump, and we might not ever see it at where it is right now, ever again. You know.
Yeah. Well, there is I don't know if you guys ever get a chance out there. There is actually a cowboy out there. He's from Arkansas, I believe it is, and a young, very sweet face. He actually went back in history to see way back in time, like when silver was, what people worked for silver, how much they were actually getting paid, and then compares it to what we were getting paid and where it should be now. And it's a really good channel. I wish I could think of the guy's name, but people, you have to understand, the financial people today are going back to like 1980 to make the comparison.
Mhm.
But we also have to understand the value of the silver. And once we actually understand the value of the silver, but there's also silver mines that are being developed as we speak in Idaho. So there's so much that is going on that all of a sudden we're just going to feel the best of everything that we were told. We may not be paying attention to everything that's out there, but I don't see anything bad that's coming to the United States at this moment.
I don't either. I don't feel it. I don't see it. No. I think it's only going to get better from here on out for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you have. Let's jump back to you in your wedding. So you're gonna get married this year,
Yeah.
and is it gonna be a big wedding, or do you want to share this information first of
Sure.
all?
Yeah, it's not going to be that big. I would love to invite everyone, that follows me and supports me. That'd be thousands of people. So what I've come up with is like having it virtual. So it will be recorded and everything to share with everyone. But in person, it will be pretty intimate, about 20-25 people. So it's going to be beautiful. And you are invited, Janine, as you know. Yes.
I
Would
do,
love
and I am
to
planning. I am planning to go. I am going to try to bring
Mhm.
my partner in crime if she could come along, because my husband has to stay home with the dogs. But
Yes.
and where you're at, I have never been there to that part of Florida, and I just hear nothing but beautiful things. You sent me a picture of just, I won't ruin anything, but my
Mhm.
gosh, it just looks like it's so you. It's so,
Mhm.
you're really bringing in the shores into your wedding,
I
and
am.
I'm very, very happy for both of you. I really
Thank
am.
you. Yes.
And I can't wait to meet Brian.
He's so
And
sweet. I keep asking him, can we do a show together? And I
yeah,
think that he's so respectful. He knows that it's my territory and how much I care about it. But he's like, yeah, I'll pop in and say hello at some point. But he's gorgeous. But it's not. That's not why I fell for him. It's how intelligent he is and awake, and He doesn't like, he's like me in a way that no common sense. I can't talk to you, So he's very polite though, and very spiritual as well. But
Yeah.
I would love to have him on, but yeah, I can't wait for you to meet him either. You'll tell by his energy that he's very pure, very sweet. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
Mhm.
And you needed to find somebody like that, because of your energy, your sensitivity, a lot of things. And sometimes, I married late in life because
Mhm.
older sister always used to tell me you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find the prince.
Oh, you do. Yep. I
So
did.
I want you to look on the screen here. Can you see what's on there?
Oh, I could see Destined Deplorable. Howdy, sisters. Oh, yeah, she's ready. It looks like she's coming, and she's getting more silver. Yes. So cute.
Yeah. So somehow I lost something here. Let's see. Are you with me, Kristen?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah. For a second, I saw you kind of checked out, but I think it maybe it's the internet or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We just switched internets, and maybe it's my computer. So here's something. You would talk about getting married. These are these little
Yeah.
things. So I've been complaining about my laptop. I think I got a dud from the beginning, and my husband said to me, "Just go and get a new one." He says, "Have one
Mhm.
built for doing the social media." And he's like, "I'll buy it for you." And I started laughing because it's
Oh,
both of our money together.
yeah.
But then all of a sudden he goes, "I'm gonna run out into the store and get some stuff." Well, little did I know, and this is the little manipulations in a
Mm.
marriage, is that he got his um,
Oh,
Apple Watch wet, and so it stopped working. And the funny part about it is, whenever he laid it down, like on the side, or his hand went down, it would call 911 emergencies, because
no.
that's what Apple Watches are supposed to do. Like if you fall,
Oh, oh.
so it went off. He goes 3 o'clock in the morning, and so he's telling me this, and I thought, okay, that was really nice that he wanted to buy me a computer, and then he comes back to from the store just to get some essentials, and there he is with a new Apple Watch.
Oh my gosh, how funny. Oh my. Wow.
Yeah, we're at that point we don't need to ask each other,
Well,
can I buy this?
yes, that's so cute that he did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But I just wanted to say hello before I forget to. If
Mhm.
Destin, if you're still out there, I sure hope that you can make it. It'd be fun to travel with you. She's been my roommate for other events and in
Oh, cute.
and stuff. So yeah, I was really happy to see her up there. All
Yeah.
right, so let's see. Okay, so you've been planning your wedding, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty much we've got all bases covered because it's a small wedding, like I said. And out here in Florida, they have beautiful packages, very reasonable packages. You could just do it at the beach. But one thing, I did not want it in the sand because I didn't want to get, all dirty in the sand. So it's on the deck, and there's a pavilion, and then there's all, the ocean is right there. So that's what I settled with. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, and the second part of that is, if you guys, Destin Deplorable, second part of her message was still buying the silver. And
Mhm.
her and her husband are the only ones that I trust with information. And if anybody wants to send Chris a Christmas gift, or a wedding gift, I don't know where my brain just went.
Awesome. I love it.
Silver coins are a very nice thing.
That's very true. Yes. I know. I was looking at it too. I'm gonna have to get more silver. But that's a great idea. That would be beautiful. More
Yeah.
silver, please. Yes.
All right, we got one other message, if you don't mind. Let's see here. We're destined deplorable. Put something here. It says, "Your screen's flipped. Brian respects your territory and is awake. Outstanding. We are definitely southbound. Already took it off. Oh, she took it off from work. If
Oh.
I can help plan, let me know." She says she did this in
Oh.
another life. Oh, she is wonderful. I'm telling you.
Oh, she's so sweet. Thank you, Destin. Deplorable.
Yeah, she's just one of the best human beings out there. Let's see here. What else we have? All right, so your dress. What's Are you at the
Oh
point
yeah.
that you got your dress?
Got the dress. Oh yeah, and you know a funny story about the dress. So when Jason was getting married, I think it was like 2018 or something. I can't remember. I actually bought a dress. So this dress I did intend for the time that I get married. So I already had it. And it's still so beautiful. But yeah, tomorrow, getting it fitted, getting it perfect. And then I'm sure I'll have to go try it on again before to make sure if we have to take it in more or something. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm excited. That's tomorrow. Big day.
Ooh, it
Hmm.
is, and I hope you have somebody with you to take lots of pictures because just trying it on, getting it altered, that is the it's that's the beginning of the
Hmm.
memories. I remember when I got fitted for mine. It was really exciting because my sister was with me, and I don't have my sister with me anymore. But I look back on those memories, and oh my gosh, it was a great time. It was a great time. So let's see here. What else? What else did I want to ask you? I think that's basically it. Is this going to be a traditional wedding? Like,
It's pretty traditional, you know. I'm Yeah, it pretty much is. There's really not anything different. It's we are going to have like a little sand ceremony as well because it's a beach wedding. So that'll be beautiful. It's like we both pour sand into this beautiful
I
piece.
did that.
Oh, you did? Oh,
We
it's
did do
really
that. We
beautiful.
had, I think, who was it? It was his son. He had Paul
Ooh.
was married before, so it was
Mhm.
his stepson and his daughter that poured is a family reunited together, and I still have it.
Oh, that's sweet. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, I looked at all the styles that they offer, and I'm like, that one makes sense. I like that. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
keep it forever. It's a keepsake.
it
Yeah,
really is. It really is.
yeah, and it really goes in alignment with so going back to that first date that I told you guys about in 2023, then I like shut him off for a while, which wasn't very nice of me, but I was just all work and no play at that point. But anyway, we were in the ocean talking, having a great time. He stepped on something and he went underwater and got it, but it was a heart-shaped rock on that first date. So he still has it, a heart-shaped rock. So we're gonna have that there as well. But I mean, now we know like that must have been a sign. I
Oh
mean, because
yeah,
it's a perfect heart, and that was just out in the bottom of the ocean that he
yeah.
stepped when we were talking. And so that's kind of what inspired why I chose like a sand ceremony, but very special. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That is
Mhm.
fantastic. Yeah, I think your whole energy is definitely going to switch. Your last name, are you going to keep it
Oh,
or?
I nope, I'm gonna change it up. I'm very traditional, old fashioned. I'm gonna take his name. Yep. And I love it because it's fox. So it's an animal, and we love foxes. They're
I
cute.
can't call you KB anymore. I got to call you KF. No, that don't sound right.
I know, K Fox. Yeah, Kristen
I
Fox.
guess I'm just going to have to call you Kristen Fox.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Um,
Pretty cool.
yeah. So the message from I got Dustin Deplorables is our co-host here. She says she is so glad that you found someone to share your life with. I wish you both the best life has to offer. And
Oh,
yeah, and just go with the flow. Just go with those ripple waves.
let's
Sometimes,
go with it.
those waves get really big.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely relationships for sure. Yeah, because you have to maintain the ripples. We have to nurture the ripples, otherwise, it could get
Yeah.
chaotic.
Well, all I could tell you is that when you change your mind, you could try to change things, but you really have to change your mind about a lot of stuff. And I don't know what it was that helped me. I shifted big time, and I think we had a conversation offline that I'm not going to go into,
Hmm.
but that helped me find. I don't know what it was. So if you have something that you're carrying with you, and you've been carrying it for years, and I'm not saying this is you, Kristen, but this is just like for anyone in general. The minute that you actually let that go, and the reason why I had let it go, it was in reference to relationships. um, it was a big shift for me. And all of a sudden, I felt softer and kinder, trusting
Mhm.
myself. And we will carry stuff with us until it's time to say goodbye. So
Yeah,
this big shift of energy that I think that everybody is going through, and I just think that this is what's happening to a lot of people. It's time to let it go.
it is. And you know, that's what's really happening like here and now, I think for all of us. There's something or someone or an event, something from your past that now is the time to finally, have and allow the closure. I think that's what's happening to so many people I've been reading for. They're finally letting go, but it's a major stepping stone to your authentic self and realizing that that wasn't really yours to carry, and a lot of times.
Yeah, this kind of goes
Mhm.
back to what you said earlier, Kristen, is that we're all like in an illusion with the Pisces energy. Maybe those illusions that we were, living out in. Rick, the astrologer out there, when he did a reading, and thank you because it was a gift from you to me, from, that Rick did the reading
That was
for me.
so cool.
He
He's
said to me,
amazing. Yes.
oh, he is amazing. You got to keep your mind open with him. But he had said to me,
Yeah.
is your like, do you really see your husband as the big bad, bear, or is he really that way, or are you just seeing him that way?
Right.
And I was like, how rude.
I know. How dare he say that? I don't agree.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
just to let you know, is when I did let that other energy go, that was I was holding on to. I all of a sudden saw a teddy bear and not the
Me.
big bear, because
Right.
he's always been a big teddy bear.
Mhm. Poor
Okay,
misunderstood.
he's listening.
Oh, well, it's true, and that happens. It happens to all of us. We think something's in it, we make it a certain way in our mind, and it's not.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
you do a lot of readings for people too, and you see that when they're stuck in, it's really hard to tell somebody you're stuck, right? You got to kind of work with the energies that you're getting, and you
Yeah.
bring in energy, all different types of energy. You channel energy, right?
Mhm.
You get energies maybe coming from a loved one. Is that correct?
Oh, all the time, and more so now. I don't want to say it bothers me. I mean, it doesn't. It's just that they're always there, especially when work is supposed to be done, and it's my time to have my life. It's now kind of they're kind of coming around when it's my time. So like trying to go to bed at night sometimes, or I'll close my eyes. Animals too. Lately, I've been having this little poodle, which I love poodles, but she keeps coming in my dreams. And she's white, adorable, but she has little gray patches on her. So it's just like I have to try to figure out who is this for, So sometimes, like I asked a woman today, because I saw a poodle on the other side when I was channeling. But I'm like, did you have another one? Because I'm trying to find out whose poodle is this. But so it's animals, it's people, it's beautiful what's happening. I like the growth, um, but also working with people and what's going on with them. It just kind of jumps at me, and it's not that I have the answer to everything. It's just that my intuition and who it's coming from, which I believe is the other side, they're helping their loved ones through me. So I'm just the messenger, and then whatever they're trying to get through, I will tell you. So it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. And I just saw this up on the screen here. This is Buckshot. I'm gonna and thank you, Buck, for joining in here. He was the first one in this morning. I'm gonna be doing a show tomorrow. Just taking a pause for the cause.
Yeah.
Everybody, please join Buckshot and myself. Now, Buckshot is going through some changes, and we're going to find out
Mhm.
about that also tomorrow. Everybody is going through a change, so I just want to kind of put this out there. How many people are actually going through changes? It'd be little changes, minor changes, because it's happening now. And don't look at it as oh my God, this is really bad or what have you. But would you want to be able to do a really intuitive reading for Buckshot?
I would love to. Oh my gosh. Right, like right now or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, I would love to. Absolutely.
Okay, so I think his birthday is on the 15th, and what is tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but that's I don't give any energy to what they have told us what all that stuff was about, but um, I don't know how to go and say this. Kristen, there's a lot of stuff out there that
Mm-hmm.
finally has come out. And I don't go and watch it, and I never watched it, and I don't care to watch it. All that I want everyone who needs to see it will see it. And now is the time that we've got to embrace humanity.
Yes, we do. We have to. We've got to come together. This more than ever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Are you going to be home tomorrow that I could ask that favor of you?
Yeah. What time? Because I know that we do have a dinner date too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're on 5 o'clock, so you'll probably be out to dinner, but
You know what
um,
I could do? I could record it and send you the recording, and then you could play it live on the show.
that'll be fantastic. That
Yeah.
way he'll have it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I would
you.
love to do that.
So-
I'll actually do it tonight and then send it to you. Yeah,
Oh, thank
yeah,
you. And Buck says, "Wow, thank you also." So
yeah.
I have reached out to Kristen. I do my own type of intuitiveness. I'm always I just work with myself in
Mm-hmm.
life. I don't do any readings anymore. I just kind of gotten away from it. I just want people to really start using their own intuition. But there are times I have asked Kristen to help me out, and she has been 100%, especially with my niece's engagement, my niece's health, because my niece is so near and dear to me.
Yeah.
She was kind of, like my child, but she is much, much better. She's on dialysis now. But I will only ever ask Kristen very few times. I don't take advantage of her
Yeah.
knowledge, her intuition, or her friendship.
I know, you're so sweet. And I'll help you anytime. Don't ever think for a second I wouldn't. Yes, always, always. And Buckshot, I'm very, very excited to do your reading because I'm already feeling things coming through. Information. Yeah, it'll be
That's
good.
great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. We have somebody out there that says, I keep going through these changes and I keep going out of my mind. What do you have to say to somebody like that? That they're going through these changes, and it's almost like you got to ride the ripple waves, right? But it's really hard to do because, all right, if I could say this, and I want you to verify this, are we releasing emotional bullshit?
We definitely are. And it's not just of what's going on in your life right now. This is from years ago. This is even possibly from childhood or something with your parents that you did never resolve or closure that didn't happen with someone. So it's a mix of things. So we have to kind of reflect. I like to write whatever comes to me, and then I kind of figure out, all right, that's my problem. I got this problem going on. Like kind of dissects. You can dissect yourself and figure it out with your own intuition, but it does help to talk to other people and to
But
teach you.
But if you are stuck, so we talk about this in the language of energy.
Yeah.
So if I'm riding these waves, as I think it was Mary Eidler was saying, she's riding these waves. They're different ones. She's still hanging on to other stuff, and I think when you come into play, is you basically explain to her you got to let it go and how to let it
Mhm.
go, and you're being guided to have her release that energy at that time. She could always call it back if
Yeah.
she wants to, but why? But we do play ping pong with the gods.
Me
I've always said
too.
that. And yeah, so I just think that the illusion of the emotional bullshit that we have hung on to is what kept us safe along with our ego.
Yeah.
And we eased God out. So now is the time to start having more faith in a lot of different things.
Definitely. Yeah, and also self-talk, pay attention to how are you talking to yourself, That's my biggest thing that I have a problem with. And then because we see things completely different, we are our own worst critic. I tell my mom that all the time. 'Cause she is her own worst critic. I'm like, nobody sees that though. You're saying this about yourself, but I don't know what you're talking about. But
It's
it's
self, it was the self talk that she had,
yeah.
those are the type of things depending on what generation you came from, because So I was saying on the other day, my generation is a generation that knew what it was like not to have electronics.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a microwave. Getting a VCR was something huge. So we have gone through that whole thing until where we are right now. People that are
Mhm.
20 years old, they can't do without being, I don't know, their energy is so um, attached to the electronics that it's
Mhm.
all, you talk about robots, and that's basically what it's all built
Yes.
around, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and that is creating a huge wave of people. Speaking of waves, yeah, this is a big ripple wave. But a lot of our younger generation, even the littler ones, they're very detached. They haven't experienced enough of being present in a conversation or being present and eating dinner with family and talking to each other, looking at each other, you know? And that's what I see. I've seen it with a lot of people in my life. It's like, okay, like if that was my child, I would want to engage with them and kind of show them that this is how you're supposed to talk, eat, talk, and just talk about life, talk about your day. But that is being, it's just gone. Even at restaurants, you see people, you see families together, but they're not looking at anybody. They're looking at this.
Yeah. Well, there is a generation that I think is up and coming. That's the one that came in that only heard about the 9/11 in schools, and they've always heard
Yeah.
bad, 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 bad. I don't know if the word bad is, but it's chaos, chaos, chaos. And
Hmm.
so moving forward with what's actually coming up, and I think that 2027 people are going to release a lot more stuff about like what's happening right now or what happened like last year. What do you think about these new kids that are coming in? They used to always say that my kid was an indigo kid or my kid was a crystal kid or all this. What do you think that there will be a whole new energy?
I do think things are going to change, but I am a little bit afraid for a lot of people that won't change. Like we'll have people that are growing and they want to be a better version of themselves. But we're still going to see people really in their own world. You're still going to see people in toxic cycles too, which I hate to say it, but I don't think that's ever going to go away because creature of habits, most people are. So I just don't know. I am a little bit afraid for the younger generation. Now, those children that are like star children, like you just mentioned, I think they have a different calling. So I do think that those will advance. Those will want to grow and evolve. Similar to our older generation who later in their later years did evolve and they became more spiritual and they learned the truth. So yes, if they are a part of that, if it's their calling, I believe it will happen for them.
Yeah. Well, the baby boomers are moving out. I'm on the tail end of it. I think it went to like 1964. And so a lot of them are kind of moving out, and then the new ones are coming in. I have said this so many times. I know that I'm coming back, and everyone says, I don't want to come back. But
I
I
know.
think, I sit here and I plan this stuff out. If I were to come back, where would I go? What would I do?
Yeah. I know it's going to be so different if we want to come back, but that might be cool. Might be cool flying cars, it might be just amazing. But I'm
Yeah.
hoping for that soon. I don't want to wait forever for that, but it's going to be very, very different. And
Yeah.
I don't even know. And like there's also like talk of like babies being born through robots and those kinds of things. Like I hope that doesn't happen. I don't
No.
want humanity to lose, the human connection, the mother and baby connection, all of that. It's like I hope that AI doesn't get out of control, but that's why it's a very important to have a good leader, and I hope we always do.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
don't know at this point. I don't know who is 1.0 or 2.0. I'm seeing,
I know.
I'm seeing the one that got in jail. What's her name? Maxwell, and it doesn't even look like her. I'm just like,
No.
oh,
Yeah.
come on, people. Just like,
I know. I feel like most of them, mostly everyone, is already gone. All the baddies are already gone. They were dead and gone years and years ago. We're just seeing it play out. They were already arrested 2 years ago, I believe, and then they took them out. The really sickos for sure. So a lot of the people that we're looking at, it's not even the real version. 2.0 all the way. Yeah,
Yeah. And that can mean whatever you want it to mean. They're actors.
exactly.
They
Yeah.
took out the bad actors, and I just don't really pay attention to any of that stuff. And because
Mhm.
I don't even pay attention to. I used to listen to Fox News, but it got to the point. So, Kristen, I want to ask your opinion of this. Can I do that? Can I get some?
Please, of course. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's this thing that's going on about, it's all over. This 84-year-old woman is missing. She was taken
Right.
from her home. What are your thoughts on, and I know that this is my thought. I'll tell you that first.
Yep.
This has already been done. This has already been taken care of. That whole
Hmm.
family is bad, bad, bad.
Yep. Yep.
Why are they playing this out? I think we're on the 13th day. What else is going on? And who is doing this? Are they distracting us from what?
Yes, part of this is a distraction, but also it's going to turn into the exposure, which a lot of us already figured out. Yes, very bad. They were all involved, this whole family, in their very bad, dark stuff. The cabal, all even the Epstein. I mean, it's in the Q post too, but Epstein ties into it. The deleting of the emails, the husband of Savannah, of Clinton's. So yeah, the Clintons are all tied into that. Hillary's emails. So it's a huge, huge like cluster. All of it's going to tie back together. But I think the point of it is the exposure part. You know, of course, this old woman is not living. Savannah, the one that you see, is not.
Is it a woman? Is it really a woman?
It might not be a woman. Probably not.
I kind of heard that they were all inverted.
Yeah, chances are they're all inverted,
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and not only that, I think this is a setup for the mainstream media people out
mhm.
there because you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's all just a play, really. But it's going to show people that haven't been awake. It's going to show them like, "Oh my gosh, it's going to blow them away because in a million years they never thought that they were being faked out. Every single story pretty much is fake."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not trusting anybody that was on any type of big channel,
Mhm.
big personality. And I am seeing a lot more people just all creating channels out there. There's so many of them right now,
Yeah.
and I think that's good because everybody wants to be able to talk about this, and this is the best way to do it. So that's all good, but at the same time, if there is anybody out there that's really hurting, and there are a lot of people out there that are hurting from many reasons why, and if you're struggling with something, contact Kristen. She'll be able to help you through it. Kristen, can you
Mhm.
explain to us a little bit about like your type of readings? You have small, medium, and large.
I do. Oh my gosh. And so, yes, I have 30 minutes. If you just want 30 minutes, a few questions, we can go through those. Tarot, or I usually close my eyes and I put my hands on a crystal ball. I don't gaze into one, but then I can connect and see things with my eyes closed. I see a lot. So I offer both, an hour for both tarot or crystal ball. And then I also have a new one because I just felt like I needed to really. I'm in investigation mode recently, but I'm investigating Western tropical astrology versus Vedic. So I'm offering both charts. I do this on my own time. I study your both charts, and I'm basically finding out what they hid in each of them, because there is a 13th zodiac, and I think you say Ophiuchus. That's how I say it. But that 13th zodiac, so many people that's what they are. And it eliminates Scorpio to a very small window. So a
Are
lot of
are you saying 13 or 15?
13.
Okay.
Yeah, the 13th zodiac. But they hid Ophiuchus, and Ophiuchus is actually a god very connected to natural healing and the natural abilities that we all carry to heal and to heal others. So that's why they eliminated it, because he does expose a lot of the natural remedies. And if
Hmm.
they had always brought him forward, then they couldn't have, suppressed everyone and made them believe you have to take pharmaceuticals and do this and do that. So I do think that's a big part of it. But what else are they hiding from you personally? When you look at both charts, if you just follow tropical astrology, there's nothing wrong with that. But there is a lot hidden about your abilities and about your connection to healing. We're all healers. We're all capable in many ways to heal ourselves, but also others. So that's kind of where I'm leading with it, is trying to investigate what is each chart hiding for each, and the people that I have worked with already. That's what it has been. It's been a lot about that they are able to help heal others in many ways, and they have these abilities, but it doesn't show up in their Western tropical. But Vedic, it will.
Now, if anybody wants to, I actually did a little clip on this. I did three
Mhm.
parts on it, very short, but
Oh,
I want to show it. So this is really interesting. It's like a minute, if that. And if you guys, I think that if you're looking for a reading and she's doing this, go for it. So it's Ophiuchus is how I pronounce
oh,
it.
okay.
And
Hmm.
I've got like three parts out on my channel, but let's just listen to this very quickly.
All right, so our hero just found out there's a 13th zodiac sign. Yep, we're talking about Ophiuchus. From roughly November 29th to December 17th, Ophiuchus is all about healing, wisdom, and deep transformation. All right, so our hero just found out.
Okay, let me stop that and whoops, come back to us. If I can figure this one out. Oh, stop sharing up here. Okay. So this is fantastic. So what this is basically saying is that if you're doing readings, I didn't know you were doing this. Oh my God.
Yeah,
This is what I
yeah,
mean. I'm telling you, it's just like you can have that ripple effect in waves and not even know it. And now I know it.
yeah. It's
But
crazy.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very intrigued with this. So if it's a healing, are you, I know that you're looking at this a little bit closer. Is this something that is within all of us?
Every single one of us, and it is especially strong if someone's born during those dates. And those that are born during those dates usually are those that can teach it. So they're like masters, and there's a past life connection, I believe, for them to be so connected and to be chosen to be born during that time in this lifetime, because it's the Great Awakening. So I'm kind of with these investigations, and it just, one of my clients that came to me actually suggested it, because it just happened by accident that I did it for her. And then she said, you should really maybe offer this, because I bet you more people out there have no idea, the differences of what tropical has, and then which they want you to ignore, the true meanings of things. And then Vedic shows so much more about, really about purpose. But it's just crazy. They hid this for so many years.
Yeah, you're going to have to find
Um,
some really old books to go back in the
yeah,
time. And
yeah,
I want to just put that energy out there that you do that because, shoot, I think I'm going to come to you and get a reading on that also because when I found that, at first I was like, oh, there's not a 13th. What are they talking about? And that's what I came out and said. Then I started doing more. I'm like, well, maybe there
hmm,
is one. So, if I've never felt like I was a true 100% Pisces, and so I'm not sure how that moves it. So if does it move me to
because
does it move me to an Aries?
I believe it would now, because it moves me to a Sagittarius. So I believe that you
I
would.
could see that. I could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The wild side in me is definitely Sagittarius. Wanting to move around a lot. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, you would be, I believe, an Aries. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just also interesting. I mean, why not? If you could, how many people out there get a regular chart and then get another chart? And
Yeah.
I think I actually had this conversation with somebody out there. If they're here today, I think it was Colleen, and she was basically telling me, yeah, okay. Dustin has a question. She said, "Are you saying tropical?" Yes, and then there's another side of it also too that other people look at.
Vedic, yeah. So Vedic is connected in more connected with the 13th zodiacs. So yeah, I'm doing it with the 13th zodiacs versus Western tropical and then looking at the differences.
All right, so
So I do the homework and research before the Zoom call because then we'd be together for like 3 hours. So I do the research first and then I meet with you guys for an hour and a half to go over everything. Yeah,
Yeah. How exciting is that? I mean, people
cool.
have to get educated on that. Maybe you could come back and
Yeah,
start educating some more. I would love that.
I would love to. Yeah, because I'm all about it. Because I love astrology, but as of late, like recently, I'm like, but so there's the ancient astrology, and then why do they want us so badly to go by a Western tropical? And it's just because of the 12-month calendar, the tax calendar is all about taxes and all that dumb stuff. But it's like for so many years, and I respect it. I like Western tropical, but I don't want anything hidden from us anymore. So I think we should look at all of it and then see what's different and then kind of decide for yourself what resonates with who you are right now and where you want to go, what resonates with you, and then run with that one. You know, it should
Yeah.
help people a lot with career, especially.
No, I'm on board with you on that one. There's a lot of things that were told to us, but not exactly the truth.
Yeah.
And we have played that out in the last 8 years. It was told to us, and then people are saying, okay, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? It's happening, but in a different way.
Yeah.
But it's also, how do I put this? 6 years ago, 8 years ago, people said things were gonna happen, but things change, energy changes, and it's also God's will, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And that's, I think, why timelines shift because God's will shifts as well with what's going on. Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah,
Divine. Mm-hmm.
that we do have to start speaking the truth and nothing but the truth, as I have always said. And there's a lot of stuff coming out about Tartarian
Yeah.
now, and mainstream media. Before it was always on Telegram, right? And I'm not kidding you, Kristen. My husband comes in, he turns the TV on, and I'm walking past.
Yeah.
Just I'm walking past the TV, and I'm hearing stuff about the Epstein files on YouTube, and the stuff and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, I just want it out there. Well, I don't know if anything is going to be on mainstream media. What are your thoughts on this? They're so big and so powerful. All the mainstream, all the networks bought up all the streaming software. They're still in control of the information out there. Where do you think that this is going?
Well, a lot of them are puppets, and I do believe they're going to be gone eventually. I don't even think in the future that we will have like news stations and news reporters. I think that's all going to go away eventually. And it's the people, it's us, it's the people, it's our platforms helping each other and sharing for each other the truth.
Like Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley is a good example.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still, in my gut, I still think that he was part of the plan. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, I do think they're all going to fall away. And they're all because they've all been corrupt for so many years, and that'll come out. It's already out. We know it, but we need everyone to know it. But once that happens, they're all going to go bye bye. Yeah. And be bought out and probably transformed into something else. But the people, us, this era, it's all the people, the power back to the people in every single way, in every single department. So entertainment, news, all of it, we're gonna hit all of them together.
let's see. We got our co-host out here, Destin Deplorable, has a
Aw.
statement. It says it's going to come out where it's mainstream conversations between everyone, not a closet conversation, and it is. It is.
Yeah,
I honestly think that Tucker Carlson was,
I
part of
know.
something,
Yeah, and you
and now
said that a long time ago. I remember to me because I admit I liked Tucker. You know, growing up, when I was in court reporting school, I used to do the stenographer machine to every word he said. So I liked him for a while. But you were the first person to alert me and say, you know what? Nope, no good, bad.
Yeah. And I even said I lost people when I said that about cash too, but
But
you
it's
know,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, we're seeing it. So in there's just it doesn't matter if they're good or bad. I don't follow any of them, so it really doesn't make a big difference.
yeah,
And a lot of people who invested in them will probably those are the ones that really needed to be waking up,
right.
shook for whatever reason. But yeah, this was a lot of fun catching up with you. So
I
we've
know.
been here like 1 hour, and I know that your time is very valuable, and I'm so glad to see you again. And I know to see you
No,
and Dustin out here,
I
girl, you had to
know.
come. She had to come on here when you were here.
So cute. Yeah, I love seeing her and everyone that's here. Thank you guys for all joining us. And I'm sure more will be watching the replay. But no, this was a lot of fun. Anytime, Janine. I have to say I'm very especially these days, I'm very particular who I would do a show with. And I've got it down to you and Lance Shuttler. And that's it. Like
How is he
and my
doing?
brother, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Say hi to your family,
Yeah.
and it was good to see you back with your brother. I
Yeah.
actually heard from Lydia just very quickly,
Aw.
and some of the good ones, with Destin. So there was like five of us, right? And
Mhm.
let's see, Lance, how is he doing?
He's amazing. Yeah, we were just on the phone the other day. I'm going to see him on Monday. He teaches me a lot, just so you guys know, about technical stuff and the things with the platforms and how to to grow. He's given me a lot of coaching with that. But he's doing amazing. And Ascent, awesome. We're working on stuff. We have another project we're working on. I'm not going to announce what it is yet, but it's pretty cool. It's not health related. It's something you guys are going to love, but it's pretty cool. So that's coming up. Yeah, I'm very excited. We're working on something. Yeah.
Now I do know he's in the same area as you are. Will he
Mhm.
be at your wedding?
He will, yes. Yeah, so he's always been like a brother to me. So he's like, of course, I am going to be there. So yeah, he will.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
last time I seen Lance, I think it was in Vegas when we were doing one of those truther tours, and that's where
Yeah.
I got. And I think me and Dustin were there together also too. So, see, Dustin, I keep saying your name. I'm willing you back.
Yep. Come on back. Come on.
She
Yeah.
is one heck of a lady. She's busy. She juggles, her family, her job, and her kids are growing. So there's different stages you've got to be mom
Oh.
for them, and she does a great job for in that area also. But yeah, thank you so much, Kristen. Is there anything that you want to leave with it? With anybody here?
Yeah,
You want to
I
say?
think I just wish everyone just like peace. Just find your peace. I just want to say that like we have to find time for ourselves, but that alone time and like listening to spirit, listening to yourself even. But just know that we all have it in us to connect, to listen, to get answers. The
Hmm.
answers are within you, but yeah, you can have help from your loved ones on the other side. But we are all knowing, so we are all knowing. No one's bigger than anyone else. We all have the same abilities, and that's what I'm trying to help and make a difference and try to help everyone believe in themselves and help you guys find and discover what that is. Because I think we all should be doing what we're passionate about, what comes natural to us, and I think we just have to help each other out sometimes. So, yeah.
Well, I think a lot of times, if once you get to like my age, you look back at your life and you do those reflections while you're alive. You can do them afterwards too. But you
Yeah.
want to know, did I make a difference in anybody's life? And then if your first reaction is no, then you're being awfully tough on yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
there's an aspect of everybody that was brought here at this particular time and has helped on so many different levels. And it's funny because, like I said, if it wasn't for Dustin, I wouldn't know you.
I
And
know. Thank you,
yeah,
Kristen.
she was like, you got to have this girl on. You got to have her on. And I was
Yeah.
being stubborn about it, and I said, okay, let me see, what she's doing there. And Yeah, so you have come a long way, Kristen, and you still got a long ways to go.
Thank
And
you.
I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to what you're going to be bringing, humanity in the near future.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you because I've looked up to you for a very long time. And this
Awesome.
isn't the only lifetime that we've
Yeah.
crossed paths. I know that for sure.
I wish that I was one that could remember lifetimes, but if I would have to say, the people that I have in my life that I talk about now,
Hmm.
I waited like 50 years to catch up with all of you guys again,
Yeah.
and that was worth the wait. It really
Yep.
was.
I
And
feel that.
and even you, I know that there was a big age difference between us. Even you came in because you've got more work to do, as some of us, as myself, will exit out. But yeah, I just, it's such a great time to be alive, and I just want to send blessings and love to everybody.
Yes.
And you guys, send those silver coins to
Yeah,
Kristen.
I'll take them. Yeah, you know what? Even for if you want a reading and you want to pay in silver, I accept silver. So there you go.
Oh my goodness, that, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you never know. So I just want to tell you the story real quickly. Is that before we go talking about the silver, so we had this box in our house that was my mother-in-law's, and it was just silverware. Now,
Uh-huh.
granted, she came from Germany,
Yeah.
and we were talking about watching the silver go up and up, and I said, "Where's that box?" It was basically a
Yeah.
very old box. It was the way that you bought silver is, like drawer. You pull a drawer out, you flip it up, and it's all the silver there, and the knives and forks and spoons and everything. And we were looking at it, and I just said, "Holy cow! This was the only thing that your brothers gave you because they didn't think it was worth anything when she died."
Wow. Oh my gosh. You got it.
I hope. It was
Wonderful.
a lot of mixed things in there, but no matter what, you guys don't throw anything out. Keep your coins,
Yeah,
because everyone's going to benefit, I think, in the long run.
definitely. That silver is the key. That's what's gonna really hit off and help everyone with abundance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All
So
right. Thank you so much, Kristen. Enjoy your evening,
yes,
and
thank
say
you.
hello to Brian for me.
I will, certainly will. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
God bless. Bye now.